guys, my name is Gita Abiola Loyakule. I want you to be watching NAS TV Africa. They are giving premium content.
Shout out to NAS TV Africa.
NAS TV Africa. In Africa for Africa.
That will find a chair to sit. So please, can we enter the class and sit down? Take our seat. No, here. These are the only 2 seats available. No, there's no any other seat. Those are the only 2 seats. You stand up. You stand. Okay, go and stand again. They didn't know. These 2 chairs are not available. These are the only 2 chairs available. Now, let us enter. No, those 2 chairs are not available. You stand up there. Stand up. Oh, yes. Bring the chair. Now, so what we're going to do now is that we are going to appoint. Now, move close to them. You are in the same class together. So we are going to. No, don't sit. There's no chair. So we are going to appoint the governor. So themselves. So who do we nominate to be our class governor? Is that the person you nominate? Why? Yeah? Discuss. Who do you nominate? Why? Why now? Just any reason. It can be one of the any reason. Was smart enough to sit, or what? You nominate her. Okay, change your mind. Okay. Who do you nominate? Ben, who do you nominate? You nominate yourself. Okay. Why? Okay, I can do this. All right. You can see now. So what's wrong with this whole scenario now? Something is wrong. You asked him to nominate himself. No. Emi look on. So you are in Lagos, do you understand? Okay. What is wrong here is that there's no reason why they should pick him. And this is the problem with Nigeria. There's no reason why he should be picked. There's no reason why you should nominate her. I don't know. Even the people that are deprived of the seat are the one nominating people that are seated. Can you see a big problem? Can you see the bigger chart? It's what is happening everywhere. The people and those people that are seated are so comfortable, they don't even care whether other people are standing. None of them have stood up to get them chair. Yet they are nominating them. So where is the leadership in them? You get what I'm saying? So by implication, the problem we have is that the leadership is always about the person who has the best qualification. It's not about the people who has the interest of other people at heart. I'm not saying this because I know somebody who organizes a training like this for the other staff, that people should know what is good for them in order to grow, is somebody we're supposed to be putting in the position of power. But what do we do? We always look for somebody who has deprived us of all our rights. You understand? And that's the person we want to give power to. And the power or the leadership should be a direct function of what? Responsibility. So what I will do now is that let us think that this has not happened. So I'm going to do something now. Madam, get chair for 2 of you. Let us assume that enter. Now, if I ask you to nominate, let us assume that I did not tell her to do it, and I ask you to nominate someone for the class governor, who will you nominate ordinarily? Class governor. Yes. You don't know each other, you all met newly, and she took her time to go and give you the chair. You see, naturally, without thinking. It's because we are already in class. That's why you're rationalizing. Without thinking, you want to give it to somebody who took responsibility for others. If you all come into this place fresh, and you know there's some training like that you come from different kind of, and the person that got there first is the one that saying, "Madam, you're just coming from which ministry? Please write your name here." It's one of you. You know, you wouldn't know. Maybe you got there first. Please, can you write your name here? So that, can you write your name? Madam, and you see him clean that. You don't have a chair. He went to the other place. Please, can we get more chair? We have more participants now. Ordinarily, you want to think he's one of the organizer. Yes. In fact, at the point you begin to say, "Sir, please ask questions." So the day you want to pick class rep, who do you pick? Naturally, you fall on his lap. Yes. Because why? He's taking responsibility for others. It's not by position, it's not by how long you have stayed in the service, it's by somebody who is looking after the welfare of other people. Those are the people that are supposed to lead. Ordinarily. So now, what we have just learned here is that it's not by people that are smart. They don't need that struggle. You understand? It's supposed to be people that are able to say, okay, it should have been one of them that will now look at other 2 people who are standing, then let me get you chairs. Haven't you noticed that if you want to get away from traffic and you are 2 in the car, the best way you can move away quickly from that traffic is to take responsibility for that traffic. The moment you step out of your car and say, "Please do drive," and you get to that place, "Hey, please wait, okay, please wait. You can come. And you'll be using side to pass your car." You understand? And before you know, your car will arrive, you enter, you go. But every other person will say, in fact, they will clap for you. Several times I've gotten that kind of clap. Several times. Yeah? I don't know. Lagos is crazy, man. People do it. No, even if you can try it, if you have time, if it is a weak training, I would have said we go out there inside bus and practicalize it, and you see that it will happen. If it is a weak training, I will all enter a bus, I will enter into a traffic, and I will clear that traffic, and our bus will pass. All what we need to do is that to stop. Somebody will not see your. Even there's a place they call Tanker Junction in Kwara. Tanker Junction. You know Tanker Junction. People coming from the other side. From university. You know that those are professors. People coming from Fati are business people. Coming from ShopRite and Co. People coming from government house are the government officials. And the moment they meet at that junction, there will be traffic jam. When there's no traffic order. And I've noticed this several times. There used to be one mad guy. The guy nowhere. The guy will enter the street. And they begin to pass them and they will listen to him. A mad person. And I wonder, a professor, director, business person, a mad person is taking the lead. At that time, he's not recognized by God as your leader than all those people. So the people who take responsibility, so never stray from taking responsibility. Don't say it's not my department. You see the office dirty, and you okay, sometimes it may not be your job to do it, but call the person that will do it. If they cannot do it, and then you know that you are going to have a visitor, and you get to the office early in the morning, and the visitor is coming by 9 or 10, and you are not taking care of the place, then you are not a leader by nature. You are not so. Small things like this. When they want to do promotion, it will not be about the job you are doing, the reform. It will be about small things like this they will look at. And you will never be given that position. So you have to pay attention, taking responsibility. And what is responsibility? It is called responsibility. You can write it. Response plus ability. Ability to choose your what? Your response. And you have what it takes. Most of us, we always see ourselves as part of it. Please, round of applause for our leaders. Now you can take the chair back. Those are the things that we need to know about responsibility. And then never tell yourself you don't have power over your own life. Sorry, have you captured from here? Never tell yourself you don't have power over your own life. Sometimes we want to tell ourselves that we don't have what it takes. I'm so powerless. Sometimes we look at ourselves that there's nothing we can do. It's a lie. The kind of restraint you have over yourself is super. Let me give you a philosophy. You buy a towel at rate of 10,000. How much is $10,000 now? By conversion. Just use 1,000. Is that not 10 million?
10 million.
You now have 10 million. You will now buy a towel at $10,000. And you tie it around your waist. And you come outside to fetch water and the madman remove it. Won't you run after him and get your towel? 10 million. Remember, 10 million. Oh yeah, now. Won't you get your towel? Madam will get 10 million. Remember? Eh? And now just go and get your towel back from you. He's already run you. Now, I like this. Most of us, we restrain ourselves. Go back inside.
Yes.
Can you see the power you exercise there? You think it's easy? Watching your 10 million going like this.
It depends on how much. Somebody that can tie 10,000, 10 million naira.
To where? Can roam out. No.
A normal person, an average person will not tie 10 million naira to it.
But an average person can remove his meat with 10,000 naira worth of toothpick. You don't know how these people spend money. How much is 10 million?
100 million.
Yeah?
He's using more than 400 million.
All these things is nothing to them now.
You will not run after it.
Where they see 400 million. So what I'm trying to say here is that productivity is about your input and your output. What's your greatest input into this office? Who can tell me? Your greatest input, things that you're offering. One. Yeah. Strength. Two. There's something you offer. Time. Most of us, we don't value time here. In this part of the world, Africa. That's why they call one white people, they married from black. They now put 9 o'clock for reception. The father-in-law, the mother-in-law, they have arrived in Nigeria previously, but they see 9 a.m. So they go there 8:30 to reception. Then they begin to ask themselves, oh, they have not made mistake. Is it the venue? After 9:30. The wedding did not start on the 2. That's why today, if I give you a card now, come to my wedding 10, you are coming by 1. Because if you come earlier than 10, then you are going to arrange the chair together as a guest. But they don't, the time, you know why you are not here? If you are not here working, the time you are using to be here, you know you use it for something else. That if you have something else to do. Some of us, we always see ourselves as we don't have anything else to do. That's why we think we can waste away our time where we are working. Because we think that we don't have anything to do. Even if I'm not here, what will I be doing? I'll just be watching movies, sleeping. But anybody who runs a business, do you get? If you have a farm that you could not go in the last 3 days, but you are here, and they keep calling that, yes, I'm covering. Some people want to buy yam, and you are here. That's where you value your time. You get what I'm saying? You value your time if there's alternative for it. But you will not value your time if you think that you don't have anything else to do with your time. In fact, where you think you're supposed to spend your time, you will not do it. So that's the way it works. So as a productive person, you must be conscious of time. That how do I put in my best wherever I am? How do I put in my best? Never let it waste. Never let it slip you. You seek responsibility. Let everybody say that, what is he doing? Well, your wallet is too much. So that when I was training this thing, I said this. I said, let me tell you something. If God should show us our spreadsheet, we might be in trouble. You know spreadsheet. Let's say you now put spreadsheets like this. You can do it yourself. Do it for 1 week. Now put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 24. Now put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now give it a column, up to 24. Now check yourself. Between hour of 1 a.m., midnight, you understand? What were you doing? You realize that you are sleeping. Okay, you can give yourself maybe blue, because sleeping is good. It helps your head. Now let's say, okay, from 8 a.m. that you wake up, what did you do between hour of 8 to 9? Just remember, if you use it for gist and nothing, put it red. 9 to 10, red. The one that you used to work, like this one we are doing now, we are here since maybe to 11 up to like 1. It is quite productive. And I say 10 to 11 today is green. You understand? Now, by the time you are truthful to yourself, I tell yourself the truth, and you check your spreadsheet after 1 week, the moment you see red, you know that you have wasted away. And that's the way God is going to show us our spreadsheet. That's the way it's going to. We are going to see it like this, spreadsheet, and you can't deny anything. The hours that you know, if you are 8 hours, if you are, what did the doctor say? That we should sleep for how many days? How many hours? Let's say if you are 40 and you have been sleeping for 8 hours every day of your life, and you are 40, you have sleeping for 8 hours every hour of the day, and you are 40 years old. That means 18 hours of your life, or 15, okay, let's say 13 hours. Then those one that you used to gist, gossip, the one that you used to watch Korean movie, the one that you used to go to wedding that you don't even know who is doing it, you just escort somebody there. The one that you used to, by the time you add all these hours, you now discover that the productive hours out of your 40 years in life may not be more than 10 or 12. That the other 28, you have used it to sleep or play away. That's how great people measure their life. They don't live by chance. They don't live by chance. They don't live like as the day comes. Like, I just go to. And if you are not careful, civil service can render you like that. That you think leaving your house in the morning, 8 o'clock, going to the office, do whatever you like, then go back home by 4, and you think that you have worked. By the time there's no way that kind of lifestyle will not tell on life after service. Because if you are not productive now, there's no way you can be productive after service. And the only thing that can sustain you when you are done serving, because you are serving, that's why you are called civil servant. Then it now remains to serve yourself. If you have not been able to serve others well, you can't serve yourself. So you have to be conscious of that. It goes beyond whatever money you make. Whether you are going to be rich or not, God has just put in your efforts. You'll be rich. Put in your efforts, do what's supposed to be done. And you will see luck smiling at you. But don't waste your precious time. It's the most valuable thing that you have. And when we say don't waste your precious time, is by doing your work. And doing your work, we are not appealing to your moral obligation. Like it's not good to be lazy. Hey, doing your work simply means you are investing in yourself. You are helping yourself. You are not helping the organization. What did I say when we start talking? Civil service, because you don't do your work, does not mean civil service will die. Because you say you want to resign today, does not mean the civil service will liquidate. I've never even seen where a father resigns so that his son, the first one, can resume. Have you ever seen it? As much as the parents love their children, they will never resign so that the son can have a job. Otherwise, we will see somebody who has spent 30 years that will go and talk to the management like, can I go home and take 2 of my children as entry level? Nobody does that. Because you'll be looking at your pension. And you want to earn full pension or something. And I don't think that anybody who resign will earn as much as people who retire. That policy is there. So that's exactly what we're saying. Productivity is key. About that leadership thing, let me show us one video. Responsibility. Even though the boy did not have the power, but the other ones, they were ashamed of themselves, like somebody has taken responsibility. That's how it works in life. Somebody must always take responsibility, and it depends on the function of your mental productivity. Function of your mental productivity to be able to achieve that. So let's go. Efficient resource utilization. Productive life is about, even the way we raise our children is very key. Let the children enjoy you according to their productivity. A child who always washes the place, clean the house, and the one that doesn't like to do anything, let there be reward for that productivity, so that it will be clear to them that productivity is the only thing. The problem we have in this country is that we are not productive. How many Muslims do we have here? Christian? Good. In the Bible, what does God say? I want to take our mind to one philosophy so that we get God clearly.
God say.
No, about human being. When he was creating us. He said he wanted to do what? No. Oh, I like that. But we are coming there in his own image. In the Quran, he said, but I was like Khalifa. He said he want to put his Khalifa ground. What's the meaning of his own image? What's the Khalifa? Khalifa is somebody who came into this world to represent God, to do exactly what God is doing. Then what are the responsibilities of God? What does he do? He's a producer. And from where did we get the word producer? Product. Where did we get productivity? From the word product. Are we not one of the products of God? God is a productive being. It's the highest productive being. It's a producer. God said, in my own image, come and manifest my greatness on earth. Come and represent me. Do what I ask you to do. Is that not what he said? That is God. Now, God now said, if you come and represent me, or you come to this world as my Khalifa, one of my representatives who will act like me, then you'll be rich, you'll be abandoned. Let me tell you something. It doesn't have to do with whether you're a Christian or you're a Muslim. As long as you represent God in that terms, what is it called when we give birth in biology? The production. And I look at the numbers of human beings we have on this earth. How many? More than 7-8 billion now. That's what they said. Look at the number of people God have created. Now let's assume God is collecting 5,000 per child. Say, I'll give you a child, but you pay me 5,000. Look at the numbers that he had produced. Multiply 5,000. Now 5,000 in dollars. Now that is human being. Look at fishes. The species in the who watch geography here. You see the kind of animal. Have you seen the species of snakes? You see some that's producer. That's somebody who is productive. Look at the trees. Look at the oil inside the land. Look at the kind of thing God has created. Gold, diamond, basalt, oil. But those of you that will be rich, whether as an individual or as a nation, or as a, are those that are really representing me, manifesting me, doing exactly what I do. Look at America. What are they doing? They understand the role. Any country will quickly sit back and their preacher, their pastors, their imams understand this role, their leaders, and begin to advocate it for their people. That the only way we can get out of what we hear today, our dollars appreciating, our economy booming, is to represent God. Most leaders in the world that have understood this are the ones that quickly changed their narrative, their story, and became productive, and that's where they are today. Now, what's God asking you? They produce what I've produced. What are the sources of car? Steel. Steel, aluminum, all those things. We have some of them. Are we using them? But those countries that know how to use steel are producing cars. That's why they are rich. That's why our let me keep quiet. Oh my God, it's so irritating. That 56.something billion naira will be taken out of this country to China for those who are representing God. Because we are stupid, we don't understand. Then we take it away. And it's not their fault. It's the way God has done it. What did he say in the Bible again? That and then we thought God was joking. That we collect from half north and we give it to the halves. And we don't have, and we are here giving the house 56.something billion. That's the word of God coming to pass. As long as we don't leave His message. We don't get it, both Muslim and Christian in this country. Look at China. Look at the massive production they are making. Because they are living. God loves it. Look at this. Some of them will be imported. Look at the car, look at the cameras. What's the big deal about all these things? We have universities, professor of mechanical engineering that cannot service his own car. A prof. And his son, first class in engineering, will drive the car to the Wasiu mechanic by the roadside. So there's no way we can. Unless we change our way, like, okay, let's now represent it. Look at it now, we have oil. God look at us and smile. What kind of human beings are this? They are still begging me, please God, help us. Help you to do what? What do you expect me to do? He gave us oil that in most countries, even America, do not have our oil. And he gave us the oil. And we could not even refine our own oil. We took it out of this country. We took it out of this country for people who understand God. They are now refining, representing God. Refining, reproducing what God has produced. Do you understand? Reproducing what God has produced. Then what are we doing again? We are buying our whole oil back to them. And they have the guts to be telling us that landing cost is the problem. So we have to remove subsidy. Can you imagine? So these are the problems we have. Unless we have radical value orientation and still change. How can we at that level? Giving me an excuse that we cannot buy Nigeria car, our road are bad. It's sad. We're supposed to be crying. A legislator complaining about road. What do they expect me to do now? It's not fair now. Legislator complaining about road. It's not right. In that case, they will not buy Innocent.
Yes.
Because I will spend 160 million to repair Innocent within 4 years on our road. So Naira will die, 56 billion will get out of this country like that. In dollars. You have to demand for 56 billion Naira in dollars to be able to pay for this cars. Then that said, dollar will not appreciate. It will be 2,000. As long as we remain what we are. So that's why the productivity, that's why productivity training, it has to do with individuals. It has to do about us. It's our collective productivity that will change this country. We will all decide to be productive in whatever we choose to do. Like, let us see what value we can bring on the table. Look at China every day. Now, with your 35,000 naira, Chinese people have already made, they have organized meeting on your behalf. The Chinese, the India, the Singapore, the America, they have calculated it. Somebody from Nigeria have given them the sum that this 35,000 that you want to start giving civil servants, at least you'll be paying more than less than billions every month. Then they are already designing a way to get it from you. Very soon now, you will see Chinese waiting. They will produce so many things that you have to buy. Nobody in this country is targeting that money so that it can be here. No producer, nobody is thinking like 35,000. Now somebody quickly come up with an innovation that, okay, from this your 35,000, if you can pay 5,000, then you can have this and you pay for the next 6 months, 7 months. Chinese will come up with different products. At a time, they are telling our bankers, they will give them car and compel all the staff to buy Yaris car. Access Bank, they just enter partnership with one Japan, and they said that all staff compulsorily, whether you like it or not, you must, and they will be removing the money from your salary, and they pay them. Productivity. God is the God of productivity. He's a producer. It's only countries that produce that will be comfortable. It's God. Chinese, they don't know God. They don't have Muslim, few Christian. So what is it? And look at how blessed they are. They were poor before than us. But the day they understand that the only way out is to produce. That's why we keep saying, as economists, that before now, per capita income, that's how they measure our welfare. Like how much comes to your pocket. That's why they always measure our welfare with anybody living below $1 is poor. Why are we not measuring it with per capita output? Can you compare yourself? Who has extra business that you do? Okay, fine. So let me expose you. Some people are makeup artists here. Some people are doing renter. Some people are selling clothes, shoes. That if your daughter wants to get married now, there will be somebody here. Don't be surprised. That will supply the entire Asoebi Ankara. That's his own business. Can you compare yourself to that person that you depend solely on your salary? Because it's about output. The more you begin to expel, that's one of the reform civil services. If it's about output, what you give, the more you work. That's why I don't support the ideal of 3 years promotion in civil service. Whether you work or not, you'll be promoted. No, if it's about output, what you have been able to achieve within those 3 years, everybody will put in his best. But statutory promotion, maybe they say you write text. So productivity is the only thing. Look at Singapore. They just change it that, we have to produce our own thing. Look at Nigeria. We are not even, I don't know, some people, some of these leaders, they may have arrangement with the Chinese. Look at our generator. Look at how, are we producing in Fataye? It's imported now.
Yes.
You see what's happening? So we have to be extremely productive. Now, please sit. Now, efficient resource allocation, timely. I think we get it now. So the only way you can measure yourself that you are growing in this organization is supposed to be about output. What are you doing? The day you are not coming to work, let the yoga be uncomfortable. Like, why have we not seen Madam? Why have we not seen Mr.? It's better for you. It's not that they want to kill you. No, you will not die. You only be recognized. The day those things will be useful to you, you never know. But nobody, I always say that thing. It's better for you to be used than to be useless. It is better. Let it sink into your head. Let it sink into your children. Some of us here, we have our children here where they are doing sideways or IT. And they will come back home. And they are not paying us anything there. I'm not going. That guy is just using us. Did you ask her if she's learning or he's learning anything? Some of us will even remove that child from where he's learning. Better stay at home if he's not paying you anything. Is it better for him to be zero than to be somewhere where he's learning? So it's always better to be used than to be useless. Because the day you want to know how useless you could be, with everything that you know, somebody can render you useless. That you'll be looking for job. Look at our youth that are looking for job. How useless they feel. Because they have so much to offer, some of them, yet they won't get a job. You can be in a company like this, and you know it, you know how to do it, and Oga will never give you a job. You'll be giving it to your junior. Do it. That you yourself, you begin to feel like you are useless. So let it sink. Nigeria, we don't want to be used. And they look at it, there's nothing we don't buy. Come, can't we see he's seeking? For the senator to stand up and be telling me that our roads are bad, that's why we are not buying our own car. Telling Chinese people. And these people listen, they heard it loud and clear. Senator, not a private sector, not an activist. Let's say if Ganifa Emi has bought what's it called? A chair now, a car. And he's saying that how can I do you expect me to buy a Nigeria car? The government is not fixing our road. It's very wrong for legislators to say that. Now, let's go. Efficiency, national development, ultimately an efficient public service sector plays a pivotal role in the development of our nation. Let's go. Routine behavior and practice, and we are constantly achieve their goals. Cultivate it to be, productivity is, okay, I want to go to this place today. You have to be in Surulere, you have to go to Yaba, you have to go to, and a productive person will combine the three and shoot it at once. Not that you go today, tomorrow you go. That's how you see how you cultivate your personal productivity. Let's go. 8 habits of highly productive people. They ruthlessly do what? Cut away the unimportant and focus on the important. There are so many things that are unimportant, but they will look important to you. Like what? Facebooking, Instagram, gossiping, gist, all those things. Ruthlessly, that things that are not working for you, you cut them away. That's how you begin to see. If somebody invites you to a wedding, you begin to see beyond rice and stew. The moment your mind is not seeing only rice and stew again, now you begin to see whether I will see a network. You already start a business. You have your private card or private things that you do. Then somebody invites you to a wedding and you are looking at, I can network there and they promote my business. Then you are becoming productive. That's how nation behave. That's how, unless all of us are thinking like that before this country can go to the next level. Allocate breaks strategically. Well, no matter how much you are working, always allocate breaks. Let me quickly explain that. You can write this thing. P is equal to PC. I will explain it briefly. Is equal to PC. P is production. PC is production capability. Now, somebody who has hen, hello ma. Somebody has hen and that person raised it. And one day he went to check the hen and he discovered that the hen has produced golden egg. Now I said, hey, golden egg. He picked the golden egg, took it to the goldsmith, and he was able to sell it for a sum of 1 million naira. only one. The second day, another golden egg, pick it. Third day, 3 million. Then all of a sudden, he became so ambitious. Like all these 3 million, 1 million egg. They wanted to buy a house of 100 million. And what did he do? He picked the hen, slaughtered it, and wanted to carry the entire egg. And what did he find? Nothing, intestine. That's how we live, some of us. You are working. You forget that it's the same body that gives you energy. The doctor will now tell you that you sleep for 2-3 days. Hey, sleep, okay? Me, I cannot sleep. Oh. Some of us, we love this country, we want this country, but we all think of what we can get from this country without nourishing the country. That's why the country will die. Do you know that it's because of this job? Anytime they want to do naming in your family house, they call your name. You don't know the reason why your sister is telling you that he's gotten her husband, or why your mommy is telling you that when are you coming? Your brother said he wants to bring home his wife. It's because you have a job. Let me tell you something. Everybody respects your family house, your man, your wife, your husband, because of this job. It's the same job. You are now saying that you want to go and see your husband's family. I will not be able to come for the next 1 week. That means you are killing the hen. You are only looking at the advantage you are getting from the hen. You are not looking at the hen itself that is supposed to be feeding it and nourishing it. So don't look at hen. Don't kill. Most of us, we have cars. The mechanic will ask you to come and drop for 2 days so that they can help you services, and they put it back in shape. Okay, hey, how do I go to work? Please, I will go on leave in December, so then I can drop it. That's how everything goes again. We go back to normal. It's because we don't tap enough into our inspiration. Create barriers to entry. Nobody should have access to your life. It's not everybody who wants your friendship to be your friend. It's not everybody who... Here, you are colleagues, you are not friends. There's no friend at workplace. Nobody needs to love you. You have to be respected. In a workplace, nobody needs to love you. Don't care about somebody who doesn't love you as long as you are doing the right thing. All what you deserve is what? Respect. And people can only respect you when you do the normal thing. We have seen people that we hate, but we do like this for them. Make that boy, man. You understand? It happens. With your husband, catch her. So, now not 2 people, 3 people. 3 people are involved in the marriage. The husband is dead. Do you understand? The husband, the wife, and what? And the marriage itself. There are 3 different people. The husband, the wife, and the marriage. Because we are having broken up nowadays because nobody recognizes the marriage again. You only recognize your wife and the husband. I know your marriage can take generosity to a fault. I mean yourself, your husband, you can be generous to a fault. But your marriage cannot take it. You can be dashing your wife money every day. You make 10 million today and you give her 9 million. You understand? You are taking care of her at the expense of the marriage. Wait now. You are taking care of her at the expense of the very marriage that joined you together. She will love you, but the marriage will hate you. They are 2 different things. Thank you. She will love you. By the time you give her that 9 million, and it's now time for school fees, you are now out of 10 million. You are now saying that, hey, madam, don't disturb me. No, you just wanted to buy good last time. School fees is different. Because you give me that, then the marriage will begin to be affected. the marriage will begin to affect it. That means you are loving the husband. So maintaining the marriage must have his own investment. Your husband is not doing the right thing. He will go out in the morning, come back 12 because you don't want her to be hungry. You just leave her alone. You understand? You just leave him alone. No, I don't want anger. It's a lie. You are respecting the husband at the expense of the marriage that brings you together. Maintaining the marriage is what? Is communicating your feelings to him. Like, I don't like what you're doing. I don't want this affecting me. Otherwise, the day you are going to voice out, that's why you hear people at the end of the day that they will be telling you, not the same thing you did in 2001 when we were in school. Because he has always been bottling up. Not be wondering why. That's why I warn men. If you go out and you are coming back around 2 o'clock and your wife has done pounded yam for you and everything, I say you're welcome, darling. That's your food. Don't eat it. It's not that he has not poisoned it. She's bottling up. So you have to make her to talk. If she's not talking, you have to make her to talk. And the best way to make her to talk to say, what did you do? No, I want jollof fries. Hey, it's not only jollof fries. Come and it's better for you she talks. It's better for you she talks. So what I'm saying is that you, all of you here, what brings you together? The work, the job. What marriage vow? What brings you together is Ferma. So no matter how much you like somebody, if that person is not loyal to Ferma, if he's not doing the Ferma work, you don't have any business with that person at the workplace. You don't have any business. In America, the police officer, we always like each other as long as you love the America. If that person says, oh, me, I cannot do any job, or I'm tired, I can't do this job. And why are you still friends with that person? That's why in bank, if somebody is signing something wrong, and you as a critical, you are looking at it, and it's not my business, bank, and then it will affect everybody, including you. So your friends here must be somebody who is ready to do his job, who is ready to work, who is ready to come up with initiative and stuff like that. So let's go. Optimize time pocket, set timelines, and automate everything possible. Characteristics of consistency: you always do the right thing all the time. Goal oriented: you have the reason why you are doing things. Efficiency and the what? Adaptability. What am I going to? Adaptability is the greatest skill of every human being. If you are going through Idumota in the night, come. If you are going through Idumota in the night, and you see boys, everybody, and you are going like this, what will you do?
What's wrong with you, man?
A lot of us do like this. No, wait now. Wait. You do like this. You have to. Everybody say, Baba. That's how you pass. But if you are doing like this, please. So, but if you quickly roll yourself too, you do like how I say, everybody is. That's what is called high level of adaptability. Let's go. Time management. You have to manage your time. Like we said, time management. Please don't waste it. Otherwise, when you do your spreadsheet, you know how best you have managed your time. And then the best way to manage time is not, let me quickly tell you that trick. It's not like you are doing the right thing all the time. Even where you are doing the wrong thing, find the right thing to be done there. Oh my God. You are invited for a naming ceremony that is not yours. Let it occur to you in your mind that you are going to waste your time. Then quickly tell yourself, okay, in order not to waste my time, let me network. You understand? Then you begin to talk about your business to new people that you meet. Never can tell. That's how you make best of every time. It's not that you have to be at the right place. You cannot be at the right place all the time. But when you are at the wrong place, you think, how do you make best of it to become right? That's the way it works. Goal setting. Prioritization. You know what to do and what not to do. You understand? Where am I to go? You have to see your parents. you have to see your friend. Which one is priority? You understand? So when you prioritize very well, you do the right thing all the time. Continuous learning. After now, you can see browse, you can see like that ChatGPT. There's so many things that you can learn from there. Effective communication and the task what? Automation. Let's go. Developing productivity, self-awareness. You have to know yourself, know your weakness. They say a man does not know himself until you know the kind of wife that you want. You understand? A man, you don't know yourself or you know the kind of man that you want, the kind of woman that you want. You cannot say, that woman is very gentle. That's why I like her. You understand? No wahala. She will come home and use gentility to kill you. I say, I will believe a man sorrow. You understand? Then you are discovering yourself that you need somebody who can talk. You understand? You need somebody who can always caution you. Some of us, you see some men, you think that they are Janway. They don't want to listen to any advice. But deep inside them, they need somebody to caution them. You see some women, they look like Alagidi. But deep inside them, they want a man. That every woman wants a woman that they fear. Subconsciously. We remember those days when we are in school now, when we are in university, we have seen our friends that we left a man who is gentle for a playboy. That you'll be wondering, why are you not dating Akin? Now Akin is gentle, Akin doesn't, but you prefer that guy that will always shout on you. Hey, Akin is too soft. Akin is too, yes. And then, we human beings, we are complex. You understand? So you can now set clear intentions. When he comes, this is what I want, this way I can relate with you. If you do my job, I like you. Part of the setting clear intention is this kind of training, like, okay, let me upgrade your skills so that you can understand the kind of thing that I have, the way I run my things. It's very good. This training that we do, you never know. You don't even know that that's sucking to you. You begin to see that you are applying it. You know, there's something they call emotional bank account. Emotional bank account is the deposit you make into a relationship. You know, if you have, if I pay 10 million into your account now, and you are going to bank next Monday, you know, this is how you enter bank. Hello, how are you? Is the manager around? Please open the door. Yes, sir. You go up. Is the manager around? Yes, sir. Well, you go with, because you know you are loaded. But you collect 1 million. You collect 3 million. The money has enter minus 10,000. No, when you go to the bank, you go like this. Hello, how are you? No, just let him. You be so gentle. They say, manager there is coming. No, don't worry. When he finish, I'm here. Because you don't have any deposit again. Now that's how relationship is. When you deposit into people, you see somebody in the morning. Hello, how are you? Wow, you look so beautiful today. But in your own case, every day, you have removed any deposit that you have. If you are not on negative already. Yes, you must always deposit into relationship. Now, promptness, punctuality, effectiveness in the office. Each time you do your job, you are depositing into your punctuality, effectiveness account. The day you are going to borrow it is coming. That's all those energy you have, you not have it that day. Then you can borrow from what you have deposited. But somebody has also been lazy. You come to work around 12 o'clock. By 2 o'clock, you have disappeared. And nobody. Then the day you will truly need it, there's nowhere to borrow. Your guy will say, no. Even when your baby is not sick, he will see you. I beg, madam. Oh, God. Do you understand? So always deposit, and a good words, doing the right thing at the right time at the deposit that you make. Consistent practice. Let's go. Monitor your progress, seek accountability, and be what? Be patient. Let's go. Start with your most important habit. Use the reminder, create supportive environment, seek inspiration, and then never look down on anybody. Do you know that it's a strength where you can ask anybody a question what you are not clear of? It's a sign of weakness where you think you are too proud to be taught by this person. The strongest among you is the one that can go low to tap from knowledge, stoop to conquer. Never look at it like somebody is you understand? It shouldn't be your business. If they can bring a new guy now, try to learn. Once you learn, it's already yours. Then you become Oga on it. But when you don't know, somebody can always use alcohol for you down. Just I treat you like shit. You understand? So never create supportive environment. Reward yourself. The day you have worked and they pay your salary, you can go into and they give me that chicken. They say 5,000. No, start 7,000 own. Bring it. Once in a while, sit down. You understand? When you get over and they eat, take your children out. Take your children out and surprise them. Go and watch movie. Say, okay, out of these 400,000, I want to spend 100,000 on my family, and I don't want to look back. It's not every time you calculate. It's not every time you say, hey, 5,000. Let me tell you something. When you raise your kid out of fear of poverty, it lives with them forever. When you raise your kids out of fear of poverty, some of us cannot spend 20,000. You take your children on your own, you take them out. You don't know. And you say, how much is everything now? They say it's 12,000. Everything else, and you're majalo. The children, they will be so sad, they won't be able to complain. But you are broken their heart. It's not because of that thing they want, because they made them feel so poor. Sometimes they know when you are struggling to do it. You understand? They know, but they appreciate it. They will know that mommy doesn't have this money, but they just want to make us happy. They know, they recognize. That's the only thing they will remember when they are old. Haven't you noticed that the children of rich, they don't have pity on their father, like the children of poor? The children of rich, because the father have more than what he's spending. But when they see you struggling and you are doing it, that's the only thing they remember. And the men, please stop being macho at home. Show your children that you are emotional. If they don't call you, tell them, cry. Even if you are going to fake cry, Daddy, are you crying? Why would I cry? What are you doing to me? It doesn't make you ordeal. That's the only thing they will remember. There are so many parents that have been abandoned. Fathers especially, because the children believe that they can cope. They be daddy is strong, and daddy is dying. And daddy will never come out and say, oh, bury me. No, ask your children. Always, I tell my children that you have to be calling me. It's not me that will be calling you when I travel. So they know that, so that they don't get used to checking on you and everything. Most fathers, our fathers especially, they are so macho. They don't want to bring themselves down to a level like children will see the weakness. That's why we always, okay, let me tell you, an example of my dad was a strong man. All this whole train school, you understand? Even my firstborn, our firstborn is about 67. He was still afraid. We kneel down before him like this until he talked before you talk. You know, that kind of discipline, serious one. But we know that he loves us. Yeah, honestly, you know those kind of, the way they raised us, you don't dare, about all those fathers, they have this control over us. It's just because they think that they act like warrior in those days, and they will protect their children anywhere, but they will never come out with. The day he died, we all cried. Why? We now had access to his diary. Oh my God. Daddy was now writing. Nasir came to see me, and I was so happy when I saw him. And he called me when he got home. I was excited and said, Alhamdulillah. And we did. His children, that you appreciate when you come. We are also taught, Daddy. So when you come, hello, how are you? I said he was happy, he was enjoying it. And we didn't know. We now regret that we could have done better. If we have come with all the children and stayed with him, play with him, took him out, we didn't know. I will never say, men, if your children are doing well, let them take you away. But let me birthday me. Ask them, let them know. Even as young as you are, you can give your wife money. Take this 10,000. Give my children to take me out. There's nothing wrong about it. Give your wife 10,000, 20,000. Give my children. Tell them you are giving me. So that let them come, that daddy want to take you out. Let them pay for it. You are teaching them how you be treated when you are old. Because it's not their money, you need their love. If they don't train them, they won't give it. Thank you. Now let's go. Start with your most important habits. Are you not going back? You are going back, Oga. What happened? Okay. Come out like procrastination, we know about it. We procrastinate a lot. Procrastination is a thief of time and it's dangerous and everybody suffer it. It's very difficult to stand up and do the right thing. So if you can keep procrastination, honestly speaking, you have gained the power of time management. Let's go. Understanding procrastination, putting off tasks until the last minute, getting easily distracted by non-essential activities, feeling overwhelmed and avoiding tasks. They said hard work is what you do when you don't do it at the right time. That's why I say it's working very hard. There are some people, some of us have mastered it. We know them. In the morning they'll be playing. When they know the time Oga will go home, they'll now. Madam, you're not going home. I said I should finish the job. It's a lie. What have you been doing this morning? But Oga that doesn't understand the game, we come the next day. Everybody has gone home. Madam, get still here working. What do you want? You understand? So let's go. So break tasks into smaller steps. It helps you. Don't look when you look at the big thing. Don't do it. You have a wedding in June next year. Buy the clothes now. Buy the shoe in the following month. Buy gele. By the time the wedding comes, but you don't know it's a bit June. You now want to buy everything in April. You will hear. You understand? Use the 2-minute rule. If a task can be completed in 2 minutes or less, do it immediately. It's surprising how many tasks fall into this category. You'll be so surprised. 2-minute rule. I can do this thing within 2 minutes now. Like Muslim prayer. You'll be so tired. I will pray Zuri. I'll pray Azri. Then you'll be putting it up. Why you now tell yourself within 5 minutes I should be able to finish this prayer now? You go, you pray, you palm, you are done. Otherwise, when you want to do it together at night, you know how overwhelming it could be. That's how it is. Set specific goals and so prioritize tasks. We have done all this to-do list, set timer. Let's go. Understand your triggers and God bless everybody. Thank you. All right. So before we share the certificate, we want to hear some feedback and comments briefly. 1 minute. Hey, Oga, please can you bring the camera forward so please, who is talking? Please, we need it. We need that feedback. Question. Let's do it. That's most important.
My voice is very loud. Okay. I don't know if any one of us witnessed the last award Ferma did. Yes, when Ferma was giving award to staffs in different categories at Abuja. Best FRME, best donor, best this, best that. I don't know if anybody is opportune to be in attendance. Yeah, things we've learned or we had and what we knew before came to play on that day when they mentioned who the best zonal, let me say who the best zonal director was. It was Engineer, you know. Engineer, you know. Most of us know Engineer, you know. You see, he wouldn't have been the best if he didn't have most of all these attributes. Yes, he became the best, but the way he was celebrated when his name was called upon, when his colleagues, when I say colleagues, I'm not talking about his mates now. I'm talking about far junior colleagues, trooped out to stay with him at the podium. You know, for me, I learned so much from that moment. And it was a great opportunity for me to have seen one of our own being awarded. But I see it beyond his wealth of experience had shown that when it comes to productivity, it should be excellent. We expect that. When it comes to work ethics, it should, and service delivery. But you see teamwork, you see relationship with his fellow colleague. Because other persons that will call at the podium did not get that crowd when people followed him. Until today, if you see engineer, if he steps into this office, you see the reception. And we have so many people who have that in the agency. And we should look at them and learn from them. And we should look at ourselves and always ask that if I come here tomorrow, what footprints will I have left behind? And what am I coming to meet? We need to work more as a team. We need to work more closely related, you know. I don't know the better word to use, but at least our working together. Like I used to say, most times if we have an opportunity, we spend more time here together with ourselves and our family. And that should reflect in everything we do. It will bring out all that we've been talking about since. And I want to appreciate Malam Nasir Abdul Kadri for his time. God will continue to increase you. I want to appreciate every one of us too for being here. And I hope that we have learned one or two. And I want to believe that whatever we've learned today, it will reflect positively in how we carry out our duties and conduct ourselves around. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Any other person? Okay.
Sir, I really want to appreciate the resource person. Of course, when he started, he made us understand that there is nothing new he was going to teach. But I really enjoyed this mode of teaching to health. It was not really that formal. You know, when it's formal, you won't be, at a time, you might not be able to follow. But I like the way he made it down to earth. Real life situation, we're able to go along. And I just hope that all of us will internalize all that we have learned today, and it will reflect in our productivity. And as we do that, of course, one of our bosses, we said the reward for hard work is more work. And you know, in Ferma, when you get more work, you get more what? So don't say it because of our resource person. But we really appreciate you. It's really an enjoyable. Don't worry, we're recommending you to the others in Lagos. Thank you.
All right, so now it's time to share the certificate.